Do I mother's milk this guy? Keep watching to find out. Welcome to my University of Limerick competition fight breakdowns.
First fight here, we shake hands, he gets a collar tie, I overtie and pull guard. I immediately start looking to get under his legs, and I do so successfully. I then go belly down, but my grip isn't great, so I adjust, come back down to my shoulder, hip in, and get that tap. Straight ankle lock submission.
I channeled my inner Craig Jones. Get it done in 37 seconds.
So I'm off to a flying start. Can I continue this in my next fight as my next opponent looks to wrestle? I stay on my feet here a little bit more than I had planned, but I get to this position where I'm looking to hit this throw by that I posted on my Instagram just a week prior to this competition. And unfortunately, I'm not able to get it, but what I am able to get is a nice calf kick. He forgets we're in a jiu-jitsu match here and feints a low kick, so I respond with a right hand feint, which he doesn't bite on, so we go back to grappling, and then like a real man, I pull guard. I shoot under his legs and enter half guard. I take an overhook, and I look to start freeing my bottom leg, and immediately shoot the triangle. I manage to lock it up and control his posture. He does a good job of stacking me and hiding his arm, which makes it hard to finish. So I switch to the reverse triangle, where eventually after a bit of scrambling I come on top and I try to smother him, but he gives me what I deserve and puts me back on my back after trying such a smother attempt. And I eventually get the punch choke finish, but unfortunately the camera work was a bit questionable.
Going into the third fight, I'm feeling confident. I've got 2 fights, 2 submissions.
My third fight here, as my opponent pulls guard, he enters into my legs and I'm like,
I say, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
I realize that this guy is doing the hardest reap I have ever seen, and so the ref gives him a warning, but we continue. I put him on his back and I sit back on a leg lock of my own. I'm looking for the straight ankle, but he starts saying reap. Is my man okay? Evidently not, after looking at his reaction. But anyway, we reset. I give him a little slap, but he actually goes 2-on-1 here, and I try and enter his leg from that 2-on-1 grip, but I don't control his knee line, which he capitalizes and comes up and takes my back. He's got 1 hook in, 2 hooks in, and at this point I'm just gassed. He's got his arm around my neck, and I'm thinking, was that whole China trip with Joseph a waste of time?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
He comes up to mount here, and I'm in big trouble. I know I haven't got much time left, and if I want to get the submission, but what is this? He gets up, and he shoots the armbar, but boom, put him back down, and I get to his back. What a turn of events. I get my hook in, I try to flatten him out. I'm not able to do so, so I switch to my hip and try and get the armbar. I manage to use this configuration with my feet on his arm to break his grip, and as I do, he explodes. I'm trying to hip in and get the finish, but he comes up to his knees and I'm not able to get the submission win. I kick him forward, force some supine knee cut, and straight back into the ankle. I'm hungry for this submission here, and next thing I know, the ref's calling. The next 20 seconds is me and my coach explaining the rules to the referee, and we get another ref involved, and just listen. The other ref explains the rules, so we continue, and shortly after I get the tap.
So I end up getting the job done with another submission victory, making that 3 submissions. But the next fight, I have to go straight away. The referee's like, the security want us gone. You have no time to rest. We got to go right now. My gas tank is low. I know going into this, if I can win this fight, I'm going to top my group.
My 4th fight, I am looking to end early because I know if I win this, I have another semi-final right after it. So I'm looking to get the job done quick. I enter X guard, shoot for the back. I'm thinking, yep, this is going to be over soon. My man has a gorilla death grip on my wrist. I'm trying to peel it. I'm trying to roll my wrist. I just cannot get rid of this grip. We sit back to crucifix. I'm not even sure if it's legal. So I'm just questioning whether or not I should be in this position in the first place. But he still has my wrist controlled and he comes on top. Not to worry though, as I shoot a buggy choke. I end up gripping my hands and locking my legs, and I use it to sweep, come on top, and go to north-south. I come to my right hip here and I step to mount. And to answer the question at the start of the video, do I get the mother's milk? No. He explodes out, but gives me his back in the process, so I sprawl, and yeah, I'm enjoying myself here. I'm sure he isn't, but I anyway get to the armbar, and I'm thinking, yeah, I need to get the finish here. So I fully extend the arm, and the referee falsely calls time. There was 4 seconds on the clock, so we reset, but my coach tells me to leave it as I've already won, which he was probably right, because we were going to start in a fully locked armbar.
So we get the job done via submission attempts. I don't get the armbar at the end, but it doesn't matter. I still top my group, and I'll be facing recently promoted blue belt and also a teammate of mine. So I know I've got my work cut out for me on this one.
This is Kevin. Quickly want to say congratulations to Kevin. He actually just got his blue belt after this competition. But yeah, he was a tough opponent. We start wrestling here on the feet, and I pull guard because I am already exhausted. That other fight went the distance, and yeah, I was super tired. And here he's not letting me breathe because he's stacking me in my closed guard, so I cannot rest. And yes, you are seeing this correctly. He is going for the buggy choke in my closed guard with my leg. We may not have ever seen this before. I don't know if it's a real submission attempt, but yeah, let me know if you guys ever tapped anybody with that. But yeah, I go for the armbar here. And it's hard to finish when the opponent starts to come up on top of you, like Kevin does here. So I kind of abandon it and just kind of get to a re-guard where I go back to my closed guard to start working my offense. And shortly after, I'm able to shoot the triangle through Cash Money. I'm thinking, all right, I'm about to finish this. But he Hail Marys escaped, so I try to armbar him. But in reality, I probably should have put his foot back across my body. And he enters into his own attack here, straight ankle. But yeah, as you can kind of tell by my reaction, I'm not too fazed by it. I take a rear naked elbow grip here to counter his attempt, and I actually end up coming on top. But yeah, you can see how fatigued I am here as I just kind of flop to the bottom position and we roll off the mats 80cc style. I start smothering him, get a little smack, but yeah, I end up coming back up on top. My knees are sore here, so I'm actually just trying to get off the hardwood basketball court. So I'm like crawling back to the mat. And yeah, I know that time is up here, so I'm thinking, yeah, that should do it. So we go into the middle for a decision. The audience is thinking Dylan, but it's up to the ref. And the decision... He gets the W, but it's not over because there's a bronze place match. It's very intense, and it's rock, paper, scissors. Oh, I'm down 1-0 already. But it's best of 3, and I tie up the score. It's 1-1. Now this is where the real intensity begins for the bronze medal match.
So that was my competition fights at the University of Limerick. Hopefully you enjoyed. Here's the medal I got. A bronze medal. I had overall 5 fights, 4 wins, 3 submissions. Lost rock, paper, scissors and a decision, but I enjoyed it. Here's all my stats here. Yeah, I topped my group, so that was nice. Also, make sure to follow me at BJJ Dylan. Subscribe to this YouTube channel in this corner here. Like the video, helps this channel a lot. Thank you for watching. Peace out.